The revolution will not be televised.
Hey, and hey, it's Leopardess and welcome back to my channel. And today's video is going to be about how I trim my locks. So first I start with spraying my hair with some water to get it nice and moisturized. I like to do my trimming when my hair is moisturized, when it's damp. I feel like it's a better feel in my opinion. Then what I'll do is go in and just do my whole hair routine. I'll start with my edge serum, which you can find on my website at leopardesscollection.com. This helps promote healthy edges. So I just like to massage it into my hair. And I always just try to make sure that I massage it in my hair in a circular motion so that I can help promote blood flow, which helps promote growth. So that's how I start off first, making sure my edges are nice and moisturized. Then what I will do is move on to my growth serum. So the growth serum is used to promote growth in the hair. So I just make sure that I get it all over my scalp and I massage in circular motions. So then I follow up with my moisturizing oil spray. So I pretty much moisturize my locks from the roots all the way down to the tips. And I first always spray it with water. I always make sure my hair is damp before I moisturize it. So once that is done, I'm all set to go. But I honestly feel like it's nicer when you cut your hair on moisturized hair as opposed to dry hair, because you just need to see how the hair falls. So as you guys are seeing right now, I'm examining my locks. I'm seeing what's going on. So when it comes to trims, I don't trim every month or every 2 months, every 3 months. I trim when I feel like I see my hair is looking strangly, or there's weak ends that I just need to get rid of. So I would suggest that when trimming your hair, to always make sure that it's moisturized so that you can just make sure to see how the lock is falling properly. When hair is stressed, especially natural black hair, sometimes it tends to look different than as opposed to wet or damp. So always make sure you do that. So right now I'm just going through trying to see which locks I'm gonna cut. As you can see for this one, I have like a little hair hanging off, but what I really look for is an end that is sealed. So as you can see here, the tip is kind of just long and hanging off, and if you felt it, it's very weak, but above it is a tip that can almost be sealed, almost be completely knotted. So that's what I'm kind of looking for in areas to cut. I want to make sure that there's an area that is completely sealed off. So usually I cut a little below what I'm gonna cut, and the reason for that is in case that area isn't sealed, it gives it some leeway. So when it comes to ends like this is more like spiral ends. I leave that alone. So all my ends were originally spiral ends, and then they eventually formed into something else. So I would suggest to leave those alone. This end right here, it may look fine, but if you felt it, it's kind of, it's kind of soft and kind of like falling off. So this is one of my pointy ends that you guys ask me about all the time. So I do trim this end, believe it or not. I know some of you guys really like the pointy look, but I do trim this end, and I trim it gradually over time just to make sure that I'm keeping up, because when your hair falls on your back, it looks a little different than opposed to when it's just close up. So this is an end that's going to be a potential to be cut because it's a weak end, and you may not be able to see it, but if you touched it, you would feel the weakness of the hair. So I'm gonna cut a little above that ball at the end. So now this is one of the locks that's in the front of my hair. It looks perfectly fine, but like I said, when you touch it or when you see it really up close, it's very weak. It's gonna fall off. So I've given it as much leeway as possible. So now I'm just trimming the end a little bit. So the whole point of this is not to go overboard. You don't have to cut your hair like you cut loose natural hair. The reason why I trim my locks is so that it can look good. It can fall nicely. It's not a matter of having all my locks even, because I really don't care about that. It's just a matter that when my locks fall, I don't want it to look like hair is just hanging off any type of way, because to me that doesn't look good. So I prefer my locks to be trimmed occasionally and not all of it. Throughout this video, I did like maybe 4 or 5 locks and that was it. If the lock don't need trimming, there's no point on trimming it unless you're trying to cut it even or something of that sort. So I'm done. I'm feeling myself. I'm happy with this result. I don't have anything hanging off my hair anymore. And, I've been doing this over time and I really like it. because it makes me feel like, you know, I'm upkeeping and just maintaining myself, and just to see the way my locks fall once I'm done, once I've gotten rid of that dangly hair or that loose ends, just makes me feel good. And hey, it's quarantine right now. We need to treat ourselves and feel good in any type of way. So it kind of feels like I just got a fresh haircut when I cut like 5 ends. So that's pretty much how I trim my hair. Some tips that I can give you guys is to use scissors that are for hair. I could not find my little scissors for hair for nothing. I swear those scissors always go missing for some reason. So I just use a regular scissors, which it really isn't a big deal, but I like the way that the professional hair scissors use. Always make sure that your hair is damp so that you can see exactly how the hair is going, especially when it comes to your ends. I always moisturize my ends. I always, you know, take very good care of my ends, but you don't want to do it on dry hair because you're not seeing the true form of the lock end. So make sure that you guys definitely do that. And also make sure that you guys moisturize. And once you're done, you know, shake your hair back and forth. Like I tell you, like there's something about shaking your locks back and forth that feel real good. I be shaking it all the time, like yes, yes. So just enjoy it. But I appreciate you guys so much for watching. I really, really do. You guys don't understand. If you're interested in any of the oils that I use in my videos, make sure to go check them out at leopardesscollection.com. There you will find the moisturizing oil, you'll find the edge serum as well as a growth serum. So all the products that I use are very simple. I don't use any heavy base products in my hair, and I can say I've been finding very, you know, good growth, as well as my hair has been looking very shiny, very healthy. So make sure you guys check that out. Follow me on Instagram at leopardess_. Bye.